What is Yog Nidra? Sleep and its types. Why and how Yog Nidra? Benefits, practices, actions, and tip of the day how to perform it and continue to perform it. And any question and answers will be at the end of the session. So type of sleeps. We all have that experience that sometimes we have a good sleep. Sometimes we are tired in the morning. Sometimes we have a good moods. And sometimes we are unknowingly, we are not feeling well, whether physically or emotionally. And we have sometimes the nightmares. Could not sleep at night, which causes actually the diseases. And that is called tamasic sleep. Then the sleep, which we feel sometimes pleasure, sometimes pain, sometimes we are stressful, go to bed, we are stressed, we get up, we are stressed. And again, sometimes we cannot sleep, which again causes the diseases in our body, emotionally, physically. And then there is a sattvic sleep, where we just sleep so calmly, no concerns, no chinta, no worries, no fear, and we are so restful. And sometimes we have very good dreams. And in the morning, we are in a good mood. We feel very energetic. So how not to have this yo-yo pattern? Sometimes sleeping good, sometimes not sleeping good, sometimes having a good night's sleep, sometimes we have nightmares, which causes a lot of problems to our physical body and emotions and our mind. And of course, we are disconnected with the supreme power. So the solution is Yog Nidra, deep sleep, which gives us healthy body, healthy mind, and connection to the supreme powers, and help us to experience who we are, our true nature, Sat Chit Ananda. So here a little bit basic science, that human brain have a different kind of waves. Our regular waves, when we are just like right now, or maybe right now we are maybe a little bit in a better position, but prior to coming here, we are just a regular day-to-day activities. It is called beta rays. And these beta rays have 12 to 13 mg. And then when we are calm after meditation, then the speed goes down. Our brain waves, our breath is slow, our brain waves are slow, and then it goes down to the 18 to 12. And then higher than that is the theta. When we are even more calmer, these called theta waves. And they are even further slow. They are 4 to 8, which is called the bream state. The first one is awake and alert. Second one is relaxed. Third one is dream state. And then the fourth one, which is 0 to 4, which is called delta, which is in the deep sleep. Like a baby. Baby is mostly in the delta because they are so calm, they are smiling, they are just, only time they cry when they are hungry or wet. but otherwise they are always cheerful. But as babies start growing, becoming more aware of the world, then his race keeps changing. And then eventually when it becomes adult, then it comes to the bitter. Like a normal life, becomes more awake and alert. And actually this has been now measured. You can see it. It has been scientifically. There are thousands, millions of publications now, actually, if you look at it. Combined meditation, Yog Nidra, and their impacts. So this is how they measure it in the hospitals. And here is the state of calm mind. When person is totally calm. So what and why self-healing? You have seen this slide before. Maybe some changes I have made, but basically we are born to heal. The state of physical and mental well-being. And actually WHO in 1946 established the state of physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of diseases and infirmity, but the state of physical and mental well-being. Able to repair, we are made. Human beings are made. Even the animals, if you see, they are hurt and then they are healed. So living beings are meant able to repair physical and mental damage bodies without our outside agencies like drugs, medicines. So when we can repair ourselves without the medication, it is called self-healing. In other words, recovery from physical, emotional damage, hurt, which might have happened to us or in past or the present, and brings oneself back to the state of well-being, wholesome, totally complete body, where the whole body, mind is well and connected to the supreme power. So our body, mind, emotions, and souls are part of the integrated system. Body is not separate than mind, and soul is not, because we breathe, whatever we breathe in that pranayama and the energy we feel, we are living because of that energy. That is soul, that is spirit. So healing and wholeness only occurs when the mind, body, and spirit are in balance. Here is the key. It happens only when we are in balance. So where does Yog Nidra fits here? For our body, it is hurt, sometimes it is well, it is hurt, it's had diseases, etc. And we have emotions due to our hurt, sometimes our day-to-day responsibilities, activities, we get worried, we fear, we stressed out, we get angry, sometimes we are resentful, and have a negative thinking. And it comes to negative attitude. We are angry at ourselves, and sometimes we throw our anger on other people. So, and everything comes to us, we feel like there is something wrong there. This is a negative attitude. And it damages our relationships, etc. All these are the emotions. And we are disconnected because the imbalance of the energy. So we are in a shanti. So sleep is one of the automatic repair in the body. That's why when we are tired, we are upset, sometimes we just go to sleep, and when we come up, then we are relaxed. We are very emotional at that time. So sleep is one of the elements for our body and mind and connection to the soul. Here you can see it. It shows how the people are sleeping, not only just a regular sleep, but doing the Yog Nidra. These are the exercises given in many ashrams now, many yoga centers. So Yog Nidra, which is called yogic sleep. And actually in Bhagavad Gita, there is a mention here, although it does not call Yog Nidra. However, in Upanishad, it has been named as Yog Nidra. So it is not a regular sleep. It is the most advanced meditation technique. And it is called the yoga of aware sleep. In this ties the secret of the self-healing. Self-healing can be so expedite through Yog Nidra. But it is the technique where the mind and body are so relaxed. So this is a tool. I call it a tool. This is a tool that gives us access to our conscious mind in awareness. Brings us in awareness. Then it takes us gradually to our subconscious mind. What is in our subconscious mind gathered from our previous lives, samskara. And then it takes us to supreme consciousness, where it connects us to supreme power, makes us totally oneness. And in Bhagavad Gita, it is called Brahmic state. It takes us to that Brahmic state. So this is the tool which takes us from awakening, from the waking state. See, here you can see it. Waking state, then conscious state, and then the gross state. This relates to the three types of bodies. And then it takes us to dreaming state, and then unconscious state, and then take us to deep sleep, subconscious mind, which I just mentioned about here. So body, conscious mind, this is a walking state. And then it takes us to the dreaming state. Still our mind is very active, but then it takes us to the deep sleep, where mind is totally inactive. And in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 8, Lord Krishna explains so well. He says the Om mantra, through the Om mantra, we can reach to that state. The whole chapter is about Om mantra there. And it says how to practice it. Bhuvo madhye pranam aveshya. This is to me, this is the most important part of this verse, highlight of the verse. One who at the time of death, see here it mentioned the time of death, with single-minded devotion by the power of yoga draws the flows of the life breath, prana between the two eyebrows and holding there, will surely attain me. And what they attain me? The supreme divine. And then further it says, whoever leaves the body by remembering me, having closed all the gates of the body, those 9 gates which we are talking about, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, mouth, and all the other organs. Controlling all the senses, focusing the mind on me. He's talking about 6th chakra. And also in the heart, the 4th chakra, fixing the prana on the top of the head, the 7th chakra. It's all talking about the chakras which we have talked about previously, which is called the crown chakra. Meditates on me and vibrating the sacred monosyllabus, Om, certainly attains me. The supreme power, in other words, realizes who I am. I am no different than God. Totally reaches to oneness, and then one experience healthy, happy, and peaceful life and beyond. Where it says beyond does not mean at the time of death. We can practice that every moment, every night before going to bed. Because when we go to sleep, we use that shavasana. We sleep, lie down, and then we do not know what happens after we close our eyes, after we sleep, after we go to sleep. Mind is active. We don't know what kind of dreams we are going to have. What are we going to see there? So we have become totally behoshi mein, ignorant. We become totally, we have no control on ourselves anymore. And that's what happens when we die. We have no control. So death and sleep is no different than from each other. Though the awakening state after birth, after death is another birth, so it might be longer, and it is longer. When we sleep, then we sleep for 6-8 hours, whatever. So that time period, we know that how long we are going to sleep and hope to wake up next morning. But during that time, we have no control on it. And here Lord Krishna says, don't feel that helpless. I'm going to give you a technique where you're always united with me. So here is the technique. Put the Om mantra in the heart. Pull the energy, like we do it during the practices of chakras, meditation. Pull this energy toward your 6th chakra, going by the 5th chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra. Focus on that. And then you'll be totally connected with me. You'll be so calm. You will be so... This is where Lord Krishna says, Punar Janmana Vidyate. Om Ityaksham Brahma Vevaran Mamu Smarnam Ya Prayati Tajam Deyam Sa Yati Parmam Gati. Once you practice this, then there is no Punarjanma. So in order to go from death to death and birth to death, whatever you want to call it, the solution is Yog Nidra. The practice is Yog Nidra. So now, let me show you a little bit here the benefits of Yog Nidra, and there is a science behind it. What I just mentioned about the delta, here is the Yog Nidra. See, when we sleep here, each chakra, see, all by sleeping, chakras get aligned because with the rest, because our life is balanced. So this is how each chakra is getting balanced. It's bringing us to calmness. And what are the benefits? You all have learned about this. And if you were not a part of this session, all the sessions are posted on YouTube channel. So please look at there. This is such a powerful technique to balance our external world and inner world. So this Yog Nidra is a beyond relaxation. It's not just like a meditation, which is a relaxation. This is a deeper sleep. It increases our efficiency and increases. Again, this is a function of 2nd chakra. Increases willpower, the function of the 3rd chakra. So still we are going through that stages. Calmness, quietness, and clarity, which is on the 2nd chakra and further up. And then deactivates sympathetic nervous system. What is sympathetic nervous system? It is called the fight or flight. When we are fearful, our adrenal glands here is our adrenal gland. That's why I put this picture here. See, this is the body. This is our lower part of the body. This is our digestive system, and adrenal gland is right there, right behind it. And that's where you can see the spinal cord here also. It is right there. It is showing right here. in the little bit above the belly button. Then it goes to the upper part. Here you can see all the organs of the body. So what happens? It deactivates the sympathetic nervous system. So when the adrenal gland is activated, it releases the cortisol, which is a hormone which gives us the stress. And there are many hormones which I have explained before, but here we will, for the short of time, we will just simply talk about the cortisol and adrenaline, which causes the stress. And that stress, which causes damage to our heart, our lungs, our immune system goes down, our thymus glands goes down, our thyroid glands goes down, our pituitary and pineal glands, all this, the endocrine system gets almost, I would say, gets very weak. And since that gets imbalanced, all of our glands get weak, then we develop all kinds of diseases like cancer, insomnia, asthma, you name it. It's the cause of all the diseases. But by doing the Yog Nidra, this sympathetic nervous system gets activated and it becomes the parasympathetic system, nervous system gets activated. In other words, it calms down everything and it gives more hormones to our mind, like endorphins, serotonin, dopamine. All that are the healing products for our body, healing chemicals, biochemicals, which deactivate all this sympathetic system and activates, and it starts healing by itself. So this is and then when it start healing, we feel more calmer, we feel more happy, and then we have a more positive attitude, and we are not complaining, we are more grateful, more thankful, and by all those things, we become more self-purified and we get transformed. And then we experience who we are. So we experience the eternal happiness, love, peace, Anandam. So one thing again, I re-emphasize it here by activating our parasympathetic nervous system during self-purification, during meditation, during Yog Nidra, our brain waves, the speed of our breath slows down. The more it slows down, the more we are connected. So we go to the delta state in that stage, where again it says it relieves the pains, healing process, and then we experience that I am Satchitananda. I am no different than God. So one of the question has come to me many times, so I thought I should address it here. Until now, we have been speaking about meditation a lot. So what is the difference between meditation and Yog Nidra? So here is the Yog Nidra. One of the things is Yog Nidra is done while we are lying down, and meditation is done while we are sitting. In fact, sleeping is not advisable during the meditation. And Yog Nidra is done while we are lying down in the shav position. Where in Yog Nidra, all the instructions are given, they're very structured, very highly guided, and one has to listen very carefully and follow. While the meditation is done which takes us to waking state of the consciousness. We do it during that state. We are sitting, we know we are sitting. We come to awareness that, and then focusing the mind and allowing through to come to the further calmness, where the thoughts come and go. So we allow our thoughts to come and go, where in the deep sleep, we are relaxed. awareness, effortless relaxation. So it's a higher level. It is the most advanced meditation one can do it. Also during this during meditation, we are aware of more our consciousness, and we can just move only the consciousness. Sometimes when I say it, feel your toes, means feel that consciousness. But we in meditation, but through practice of meditation, we can reach to their stage, because one of the question came a few weeks back that I said, feel that, and I don't feel it. Yes, this is a practice. During the meditation, when you get to that level, then you will be able to feel the conscious level in different part of the body. That's why during the meditation, I do focus on that feel your chest area up and down and all that, because just by feeling and practicing that, we can go to the deep level of relaxation. So the process is here for the Yog Nidra. Is a waking state. We are going to dream state, which is, and then from there, we are going to from dream state, we go to the awakening state, theta brain waves, and then the deep relaxation where there is the delta brain waves. But in meditation, it makes it possible for us to get to the theta state, but not to the delta state. The state prior to delta state, the deepest sleep cycle, deep healing state, that is also there. That's why meditation is also known as very healing tool. But one can get it really fast during the Yog Nidra, where the body, mind, and rest and conscious is awake in meditation. But in the Yog Nidra, you are totally connected with each cell of your body. And there are many publications, more scientific publications on meditation than on Yog Nidra, because meditation is more commonly known. But the process continues. If you just go to the process of Yog Nidra, I want to re-emphasize again, which I already explained, but basically where the third eye and seventh chakra, crown chakra, it gets stimulated. Our pineal glands, our pituitary glands, our pineal glands release the hormones, which is called melatonin, which reduces the stress. It's also endorphins, boosts the immune system and helps to prevent the illnesses. So it's not that it heals, it totally prevents us to get the diseases. So here in meditation, we watch our thoughts coming back and forth, our breath, which all that, because meditation is prior to samadhi. So here I can show you here in Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga, where we all have to, no matter whether we do meditation or Yog Nidra, yama and niyama have to be followed. Yama means regulations for myself, self-disciplining, how I behave, how I perform myself, how I speak, how I sleep, all those things. And niyama, how do I deal with the rest of the world, how I treat other people, how I deal with the situations. So this yama and niyama must be practiced. And then asanas, pranayam, pratyahara, contentment, and then dharana means dhyana, dhyana means meditation. And then after meditation, it comes the Yog Nidra. And then we experience, but I said experience Satchitananda, but there is a state which Yog Nidra takes you to Samadhi state. So Yog Nidra is just prior to Samadhi state. That's why it is called that during the Yog Nidra, we actually witness ourselves. We are in a very high status of awareness. And we talked about in the previous session how to witness yourself, because that is the punchline of chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna explains that body, mind, and soul to connect, and how take the senses into the mind, because mind is bigger than the senses. That's why mind is called bigger than senses. And then mind, take mind into buddhi, because buddhi is higher than the mind. And then take buddhi into the atma, because atma is higher than that. And then make it to Paramatma, which is a Param Dham. So that lineage, that sequence has been given in the chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 42 and 43. And here, Patanjali's yoga is saying it, explaining it different ways, but it's the same thing, explaining it here. But the beauty of this is anyone can practice meditation and anyone can practice Yog Nidra. It's not limited to, it's just a matter of practice, practice, practice. So in summary, Yog Nidra is the simplest yet very powerful technique to heal. Now, when I said it is the advanced stage, you might be wondering, why do I call it very simplest? The reason is we sleep every night. So since we sleep every night, the only thing we have to do here is what the process in Bhagavad Gita explained. Put the Om mantra on your heart, breathe, focus on the breathing, take the Om mantra, put it on your heart, pull the energy upward toward your 6th chakra, 7th chakra, and sleep there. It requires practice, but once you practice, it becomes a very simple technique. In fact, it becomes your practice. You don't even have to put the efforts anymore. It just starts happening. And then it requires self-discipline. We have to live. Chapter 6 Bhagavad Gita it is all self-disciplining, how to discipline. Here, mind is very chanchal, how to discipline our mind. Complete Gita, if you look at it, given those techniques over and over and over in a different form, different ways, and whatever it suits us, we should practice it. So that's why it says it is for everybody, because everybody resonates with the different techniques. You pick and choose. You don't have to just practice one technique. भगवान से मिलन के बड़े तरीके हैं. And in chapter 12, Lord Krishna ने इतने तरीके बताया. He has mentioned so many different ways to become dear to Lord Krishna. Even if we improve and develop divine qualities, which are given 39, Adveshta, Sarva Bhutanam, Mitra, Karun, Evcha, Santushta, Sattam, Yogi, you name it, all those, if you take only one quality from there and practice that, all others will follow. So whatever it resonates with us, but to me, meditation, Yog Nidra resonates. At one time, I was very much into that duality part, and still I am. And duality part, which is the Tatak meditation, and which is all kind of things we do it, and bhajan, kirtan, bhakti, shakti, which is tomorrow, the Shakti week is starting. That Atma, which is we call Atma, the energy which flows in our body, that is Durga Shakti. So we puja, we do the 9 days puja for that Shakti, because we cannot be away from that Shakti. We are living because of that Shakti. So if we can focus on that, that's our path. But by doing that gradually, we go into non-duality. And the reason I'm saying, because this is my experience, I have practiced quite a bit with this duality part, which I still do, as I mentioned. But while practicing and even doing the Tatak meditation, one gets into the non-duality. You don't see any more images. You don't feel any more images. You become a ball of light, ball of energy, and that is the duality, and that is the Satchit Ananda. So Yog Nidra is a therapeutic and doorway to ultimate liberation. This is a self-healing technique. So we have to do the self-discipline, self-healing, self-realization. It gives us ultimate health. It gives us, not, as I said, not at the time of death. We are more healthier than before. Our system is calm. We are not releasing too much cortisol in the body, which is damaging us, but we are releasing more healing elements, more happy hormones in the brain, endorphins, serotonins, dopamine, acetonins, etc. And then we are happy, peaceful, Anandam, oneness, Satchit Ananda. I am no different. We finally realize this is my true nature. And my true nature is I am Satchit Ananda. So thank you very much for being a part of Path to Anandam self-healing sessions and series, and especially the ultimate Yog Nidra.